I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch.
Hey Lifer Tribe, happy Monday and welcome to another daily Vlogtober vlog. Y'all, Vlogtober is really, it's a lot of fun. I feel like I am creating my own little documentary. So yeah, it's been fun and I appreciate all of you for your support, every single one of you. And for all of our new subscribers, because that count is going up, slow and steady wins the race. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become a permanent part of the Lifer Tribe because you're going to love it here. So y'all, like I said, it's Monday morning. Just did my skincare, getting ready for the day. I have a one-on-one coaching session, a first-time one-on-one coaching session with someone in leadership in a major nonprofit organization here in Tarrant County. So I'm super excited to start with her today. So I got my PowerPoint ready. I have my talking points ready. And it's exciting for me when I start a new journey with someone, and especially like the first session, because this is going to be more of a like get to know you type of session where I'll just find out what her goals and aspirations are and just kind of tailor make a program to help her get to where she's trying to go and reach that level of success that she desires. She is in my 6-week leadership development program, Leadership Through Emotional Intelligence and Soft Skills. And you too can be one of my clients if you just go to stayhall.com and send me a message and we can get you scheduled and start you on your journey to your next. But anyway, just did the skincare and about to freshen up this hair. I'm really trying not to have to wash my hair again or any of that, manipulate it too much because I'm looking for my spray bottle real quick, y'all, because I did want to put a, wait one second, let me look for my spray bottle. All right, found it. But anyway, I'm trying not to do too much to my hair manipulation wise, because it's really not worth it, because I really don't know how to do my hair. So when I'm doing a whole bunch of extra for no reason, no, I'm doing more damage than good. And I have the appointment at Press Roots coming up, so I'm just trying to maintain a little bit of curl pattern or whatever. So I have my spray bottle. I just have a little bit of water and oil in here, but I'm just trying to freshen this up a little bit, just to be presentable. And I may, you know, retwist it again in some chunky twists, but I'm not going through the whole washing and detangling process, because that's where your girl messes up. But anyway, so yeah, getting ready for that. It's via Zoom. I don't know if I said that before. So that's cool. I don't have to leave the house. So that's wonderful. Anyway, y'all, I don't know. Hopefully you've already seen my video that I dropped yesterday, where I talked about just some of the things that I went through growing up as a little kid all the way through a young adult. And man, when you are, this is just some leave-in conditioner, leave-in, not away, detangler. But when you are vulnerable like that and sharing and just kind of rehashing some things or thinking about memories or maybe scenarios that you hadn't thought about in a long time, that stuff can wear you out. So I recorded that video yesterday. I've been putting it off forever, and I knew I needed to record it because my whole platform and brand is about sharing and being, you know, authentic and helping people through my past, you know, to kind of help people deal with what they're dealing with and realize that they're not alone. So I knew that there was a point that I needed to share it. And then I had people who were very close to me in my life, you know, like my sister and my husband, saying, you know, you need to go ahead and share your story one day, because there are things that you've been through that other people can relate to. And I'm like, I know. You know, they've even encouraged me. This is a 30-second curl spray by Twisted Sister. The other one was Cream of Nature. They've even encouraged me to write a book about, you know, certain things in my journey. So anyway, I decided to do that yesterday. So I sat down, recorded that video in one take, and then I edited, and then I had to make my thumbnail and get it up and everything and upload it to y'all yesterday. When I tell you I was worn out yesterday, sharing in that way is just, I don't know, it just wore me out. And I remember before, like when my husband would preach and he would, you know, some days just be exhausted when he came home from preaching. And man, it really takes a lot. It takes a lot out of you. I was feeling some kind of way. Of course, I always watch my videos just to make sure that everything went correctly in the editing process and all that. So I watched my video, and a couple of times it got me a little bit choked up. And I'm like, okay, I already know this stuff. Why is it? Oh, let me share this too. What is this? Lotta Body Shape Me Custard Gelée. The lighting in here is so bright. I don't know if y'all can ever see. There you go. But yeah, I was like, I don't even know what I was saying. But yeah, it's not like it was new to me. I knew all that stuff, but it wore a girl out. Like, I was tired. I went to bed and was knocked out immediately. But then, here's the kind of person I am as well, because I'm starting with a new coaching client today. That was on my mind, and so that's what I dreamt about all night. So I still didn't get restful sleep. I don't know if y'all are like that, but my dreams always mirror something in my life. And here's the funny part. I dreamt about my coaching session, and I was actually doing the coaching session, and I actually came up with some pretty good little nuggets that I want to make sure that I mention today. My dreams are also beneficial. I get ideas in my dreams. I'm like, okay, I can't forget this. And I have even shared with y'all before, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and send myself a text or write down a note if I get a good nugget or idea in my dream. But here's the funny part. Y'all know there's been all this stuff about Will Smith. This is just my knee high, handy dandy. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. So why were they a part of my coaching session in my dreams? I'm like, okay, so I'm coaching Will and Jada along with the young lady who I'm going to be coaching. And it's funny because I was really giving them some good advice for their relationship and how they show up on social media. It was so funny. So Will and Jada, if y'all happen to be listening, I got some stuff for y'all. But it was so funny. I'm just like, why am I like this? Even though I was so tired and I went to sleep quickly, you know, after I laid down, because I don't even remember watching anything on TV, talking to Wallace or whatever. I did eat some Pop Rocks again last night before I went to bed. I don't even know why I brought that candy home. But I went to sleep. I was tired. I fell asleep quickly. But I still don't get that deep rest. Like, I don't think I'm ever in that REM sleep, you know, because I remember, well, I think I remember most of my dreams. But who knows, maybe I'm not. I only remember what I remember, you know, but I'm so aware and I'm just wondering, am I ever really getting that good sleep like you need? Because my brain is constantly going, but you know, it is what it is. And I'm excited about the coaching session today. It's not like I'm nervous or anything. I've done this so many times, but I'm very passionate about what I do, which is a good thing. And someone told me a long time ago, whether it is coaching, whether it's singing, whether it's speaking at a conference, whatever it is, it's good to be nervous, because when you stop being nervous about it, then that means you're not really passionate about it. So even though I'm confident in my skills, I'm confident in my program, I always still have a little bit of nervousness or anxiety, because you're not always going to be the best fit for everybody. So I want to make sure that she's comfortable in the situation. I want to make sure that we're a good fit, that she's picking up what I'm putting down, that she feels comfortable in the space, and she's able to open up to me, because this was something that was set up by the organization. I was referred, you know, to be the person because, you know, her job set this up. So it's not like she sought me out on her own. She just made it known that she was ready for a next level and was interested in some coaching and development. So they set it up. And I've met with, you know, several of the top leadership at this nonprofit. And so they know me, but I'm going to be meeting her for the first time today on Zoom. We've only emailed just to kind of set up the schedule. So yeah, there is a little bit of anxiety there. So yeah, but that's how my night was. But anyway, let me wash my hands real quick and then put a little something on my face. I'm not doing a lot, but y'all see, like, the hair isn't awesome, but you know, it's freshened up. I look presentable, right? All right, y'all. Yeah, it's just really important to wash your hands before you go back to doing anything with your face, because you don't want to get, like, I just did all that stuff with my hair, and I don't want deep conditioner and shake me custard all over my face and in my pores. So even if you, like, you know, take your shower and you put on your lotion and your oil and all that, and then you're doing your makeup, just make sure that you wash your hands before you start messing with your face again. Now, y'all know I love me some Fenty and some Rihanna. And her new, well, I don't know if it's new, let me quit, it's new to me, but the Fenty Beauty mascara, I absolutely love it. It does wonders. What is it called? Hella Thick. It does wonders. I mean, it looks like you have on lashes, but it's so hard for me to get off. I don't know if y'all notice, I'm like a little dark under the eyes. I had to dampen my makeup remover cloth to see, and even in the clip when I was washing my face and doing my skincare, I don't know if y'all noticed, I kept like rubbing a little bit under my eyes, because I washed my face and did my skincare last night. Y'all know I'm not going to bed without a clean face, and it seems like everything is gone, but then I still wake up in the morning with mascara under my eyes. So I don't know, and then it seems like it stains a little bit. So does anybody have any suggestions for that, or do I need to do something different with my eye makeup remover? Because y'all know I remove it with the Fenty, what is it, Face Off. And this stuff works wonderfully. But for some reason, it's like that mascara, it's called Melt Off. Like that mascara just does not want to leave. I don't know. But anyway, if anybody has any suggestions on how, like, I guess really making sure that your mascara is off, because it's still, after all that, I feel like I have some residual under there, and it is still coming off on the cloth a little bit, and I don't want to pull too much, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. But anyway, I'm just going to do a little something light because I don't need too much makeup on, and I feel like I've been doing too much lately because I've been going out every day. So we're just gonna do, I'm not even doing a primer because it's not that serious. So I'm doing my Maybelline Dream BB tinted moisturizer with SPF because I am gonna go out a little bit later today. Now here's the thing on that too. Y'all know I've been trying to be real intentional about eating healthy. Okay, and so, okay, I'm talking all over the place, but it's so funny. I gained weight on the cruise. I've lost half of what I gained on the cruise. Still never got to the point where I lost it all. And I have never gotten back to eating the way I should. I'm just gonna be honest. I went and got the food. I've eaten a couple of salads. I've done it like a day here, a day there, but then there's this event or, you know, whatever, and I have not been sticking to it. So I don't know what to do. And I even said, okay, I'm not going to be so strict. I'm just going to make sure it's in moderation, whatever. It's just not working. And it's not fair. Like, why does it have to be so difficult to just eat healthy? I mean, because it's not like I eat crazy. And that's the thing. My body seems to really be a fat storer. Like anything I eat. Like, how do you gain 4 pounds in one day? And then people say it's water weight, whatever, but the weight is the weight. So our photographer, we did headshots in June, I believe. And we have this new couples online course that we're going to be launching. And so we need to do a photo shoot for the course, for the launch, for all of our marketing and advertising and everything. And so when we did our photo shoot back in, oh no, I don't want to do this first. When we did our photo shoot or our headshots back in June, we were like, okay, we need to do the photo shoot for the course launch, but we want to do some outside pictures and things like that. And we're in Texas, so of course it was too hot. So we're like, let's shoot for mid-October. Well, what is it now? It's mid-October. And so, and this is all gonna make sense with the eating and everything, and y'all might already see where I'm going with this. So our photographer, Calvin Brown, who is wonderful, emailed me this morning and was like, hey, I had in my notes that you and Wallace wanted to do a photo shoot mid-October. I hadn't heard from you yet, so just let me know so we can get something, you know, scheduled. So I say to Wallace, hey, Kelvin's reaching out. Do you still think we need to do a photo shoot for the launch? And Wallace is like, well, yeah, I mean, we need our pictures, we need the stuff for the marketing. And I was like, well, do you think we need to do it now? And he looks at me, he was like, are you ready to do it now? Because he knows how I am. And no, I'm not ready to do it now. I'm not going to be comfortable with how I look. I know I'm not. And not because I'm so vain or anything. It's not that. It's just that I know that I can do better. And I know that, you know, these photos and things will be out there forever and ever, amen. And what's going to happen is I do the photos, and I'm saying this because I've been here before. I do the photos and I'm just like, forget it. They getting whatever body I'm given. But then I get real committed to the healthy weight loss journey. And in 2 months, I'll be looking the way I want to look. But now I've already spent money, had these photos done, and they're already out there. So I'm just going to postpone it. But this has been one of the hardest times for me, just getting it together. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm frustrated. Like today, I just want spaghetti. I want to make, and I make some good spaghetti. And that's what I love to cook. And I make good spaghetti. I make really good lasagna. I make really good chili. None of those things are conducive to my weight loss journey. However, I don't feel like they're unhealthy foods. And that's what kind of bothers me. I like to eat, I like to cook, and it's just those regular things like spaghetti, lasagna, whatever that you grew up on eating all the time, and the ingredients aren't horrible, but I can eat one plate of spaghetti and a little piece of garlic bread and I'll gain 7 pounds. Like, I just don't think it's fair. And I'm ranting, and I know y'all probably were like, girl, don't nobody care about all that. But it's Vlogtober, so y'all getting every single bit because I gotta get a video out today. I also think we may go out today and look for some press-on nails. Are y'all hip to the press-on nails? Because I love getting my dip set. It lasts long. It looks nice and neat. But I have pretty good nails. They look dirty now because of the makeup, because of the moisturizer. But I have good nails. And it's just whenever I do the dip set, it's almost as bad as getting like acrylic nails because my nails are thin and brittle. They're long, but within a couple of days, they're breaking. And I know, you know, you can get the nail hardener and all that, but it doesn't really work. So I don't know. I'm looking into maybe trying some press-ons for when I want color. Because when you paint them yourself, or even when you go to the salon and just get them painted with regular nail polish, it doesn't last. You know, you do the dishes one time or take one nice hot bath and it's chipping off. So I don't know. I'm tired of ranting. I know y'all probably tired of hearing me. Let me finish this face and then I'll pick y'all up later. You're out for another 2 weeks? Why?
They said, like, they started talking about my hips. I might have to buy some orthotics.
What's that? Huh?
I said all this stupid stuff.
What's wrong with your hips, Nanny?
Nothing. She was just like, you need to strengthen your hips so it doesn't impact your knees that much. So it was one. I mean, I guess they're all connected.
Yeah, well, you know that song you learn when you're little, your hip bone's connected to your knee bone, your knee bone's connected to your shin bone. Remember? Is that something else I didn't teach you when you were little?
Thanks. Did I go to tumbling class?
No, you did not go to tumbling class. That's what made you ask me that anyway.
Because I was watching Family Guy.
Oh, Lord. Just find out what your pain points are as a leader, the things that maybe you struggle with, the things that maybe you feel like you need just a little fine tuning with, and also we want to talk about what My first session went really well with my new coaching client. I love people who are extremely self-aware and extremely open to the process, which she was. So I know we're going to do some great work together. But now we are headed to neighborhood Walmart because I'm going to make that spaghetti I was telling y'all about. But we're going to use the zucchini noodles, which will make it, I guess, more healthy living friendly, cutting out the unnecessary carbohydrates. I didn't think Wallace liked the zucchini noodles, but he said that he doesn't mind it. I think what he doesn't like is the cauliflower rice. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
The cauliflower rice. So sometimes I'll do the shrimp fried rice and do cauliflower rice, and he does not like that, but he said he's down with the zucchini noodles. So we're going to go pick up the stuff to make the spaghetti tonight, and we need to pick up Luxe from the groomer. So I'm going to tell y'all up front, the camera's bouncing around. Luxe may look a little different. I don't remember if I mentioned it to y'all earlier, but we have not been, I guess, as consistent with his brushing as we need to be. So they said they were going to have to cut him a little low, and it's our fault. We have been. Luxe's hair needs more maintenance than mine. So we'll see what Luxe is giving when we pick him up. I hope he's not too mad at us, especially now since it's starting to cool off. He's going to be shivering me timbers outside. Poor baby, but we're going to do better. I've never had a long hair puppy before. I've only, had Great Danes, which are short hair. You really don't have to brush them at all, but it's no excuse. I mean, I knew what kind of puppy I had, so I should have been brushing him more. But we're going to pick him up from the groomer, and then I'm going to come home and make the spaghetti. You still got meetings today, huh?
Yeah.
So Wallace still got meetings, but I'm done for the day as far as that. But I still got work to do. I just don't have any more meetings. But yeah, I'll pick y'all up. New stuff here. Miss Cardia Brown. I've never heard of her before, but we might have to try this sausage and grits. And what's this one? Oh, mashed potatoes. We're going to try this sausage and grits. Have y'all ever heard of that? I don't know what I had y'all looking at, but this is what we're going to try. That's what I mean. How you going to eat right with new stuff? All right, let's see if we can find these zucchini noodles. I started an order online, but we didn't need enough stuff. But online it said they had them, so. Here's your cauliflower rice, Wallace. What's this up here? Yep, veggie flowers. I found them. Look, good thing I'm tall. There we go. So we are headed to pick up Luxe, and I'm a little nervous, of course. I don't know what they done did to my baby. I hope they didn't scalp him. I mean, we've gotten him low before, so I don't know. I feel so bad, like just trifling. Goodness. Ugh. But I didn't know, and it's hard to tell too, because his hair just looks so fluffy, and it wasn't obvious matting. I know, I'm making excuses, doing exactly what I tell people not to do. I need to just be accountable. I wasn't brushing my puppy the way I should have. Hi. Yeah, so it smells very doggy in here, but let's see what Luxe looks like. All right, y'all. He's coming. They just want to go get him. But there's a beautiful, big old, giant Luxe. You'll see.
It also comes with all kinds of stuff.
But she just went to go get him. So we'll see what happens to the baby. Oh, look at him. He's so teeny tiny. Oh my goodness, are you mad at me? Don't be. Y'all, how you let me do this to my puppy? He has no fluff on his ears anymore. They said he had mats on his ears. Now he looks like a lamb. Stay had a little lamb. Luxe, do you forgive me? As y'all know, Luxe's birthday was September 17th and we were on the cruise or just getting home that day. So we didn't celebrate his birthday. Well, I went and got him a little treat, got him a balloon and a hat and everything. But then Luxe started acting a little funny, like he might have been having some tummy issues for a couple of days, and I didn't want to introduce that new treat and the birthday thing because it has like
the balloon.
Oh, he didn't like the balloon at all. But I didn't want to give him the new treat until I figured out what was going on with his stomach. But I don't even think he was having stomach issues. I just think he was tired of his food. But anyway, with all that being said, we're about to have Luxe's birthday today, well, not exactly a month late, but one day short of a month late. So you're invited to the party. Happy birthday to you. You gotta sing too, Wallace. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Luxe. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
Yay, Luxe. Happy birthday.
Yay! All right, I gotta cut his cake.
I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch. I'm always pouring out my heart. No, little by little here.